People who are candidates.
This is stuck somewhere.
They were supposed to, they never did, and the answer is usually when they never do it.
All right, good morning, Rabbi Sai.
They have a hard time.
Today's shir is being sponsored Lili Nishmas Reb Shimon Bereb Yosef Zechroin Levrachos and Neshama should have an aliyah. And Lezeich Nishmas Shloima Amatzov Lev Ben Rafal Yecheskel. The Neshama should have an aliyah. Huh? Yeah, we're done. We have to take that off, actually. All right, a few short emails. This one is in Hebrew, from Avram Weisfish. Eventually, הוא בגיל 11 וקוראים לו שמולי. הוא מקשיב לשיעור שלך כל יום ויום. My son is 11 years old. His name is Shmuli, and he listens to the shir every day. הוא משכנע אותי כל יום מחדש, שגם הוא כדאי לי לשמוע את השיעור המיוחד שלך. He tries to convince me every day to listen to the shir. זה כל כך יפה ומעניין. עם כל פרט ופרט בגמרא, you're a genius, I love you, he loves you. I know that you guys know Hebrew. It's very interesting, each and every detail in the Gemara, but תמונות והסיכומים פשוט מהמם. All the pictures and the sikumim, how do you say sikumim? The summaries. Maybe he's talking about the 8-minute. הוא מאוד לחץ עליי לשלוח לך המגיד שיר שלו, אמז מגיד שיר, משהו יפה לכבוד השלום זוכר. He pressured, this is a month ago, this email. I hope he's still watching. Slicha v'lo yitzlachnu. Okay, so he says sorry that he didn't send anything to Shalom Zocher. Hu muchan l'mivchan, he's ready for a test. Yeshakoyach. The subject of the email is Shinita li tachayim. You changed my life. I don't know who, him or son. Yeshakoyach. V'yivarech otcha Hashem b'briyut b'nachat b'parnasa tova. Avram u'Shmuli Weisfish, Manchester, Anglia. So we have Manchester. What happened to our Manchester Chaverim? I haven't heard from your dad in a while. Where is he? Is he insulted or something? We need pictures. I don't believe there's a Chaver in Manchester. What? Avram Weisfish is he the Shoichet? Yeah. He's the Shoichet. No, there's a Weisfish Acher. It's another one. Okay. Reb Shilo says, I wanted to say thank you for giving me tremendous chizuk during challenging times. The 8-minute daf really keeps me connected. Thank you, Shilo. Now, Shmuel, you're here now, so you got to come up here. I need a public hug from you. Rabbi say, if anybody knows how to, this individual is homebound, and Yishkar Reb Shmuel. Here, this way. Beautiful. It's unbelievable. It's heartwarming, really, that somebody took it out from his day, went down there, set it up, and so concerned. And now he's trying to find a solution because, unfortunately, he cannot use his hands to touch the laptop. So if anybody has some voice recognition software, what? Alexa, but to get into a daf and tell Alexa what daf and what this. So you speak to Yisachar has to figure it out. All right. I guess we could, we'll stop right here. Yishkoyach Shmuel. It's not just the learning, it's not the Torah, it's taking it outside of the shir, using it for chesed, changing your life, so it's beautiful stuff. All right, Yishkoyach. We are in the middle of a line here, on Daf Nun Chesed Beis. Shmuel said that he understands everything about the pathways in Shamayim, all the stars. Besides, he doesn't understand the Shavet. Rashi says it's a meteor. The Rambam says it's a comet. But he doesn't understand it. One thing he understands is that if Kisla, the Shevet cannot go by Kisla. And if it does, the world will be destroyed. But we see that it does go by. You see it. So the Gemara says either we see its glow or the curtain is a little ripped and you get a peak over there. Now we have here Rav Ashi Omar. We're holding the middle of this line here. Rav Ashi Omar, Koichvahu the Okar Mahagisa the Kisla. We're holding Daf Nuchesam Beis. Basically, there's a star on one side of Kisla. There's two stars coming at each other, and they're playing chicken, and then one gets scared and backs off. So what you're seeing, you think you're seeing one star. You think you're seeing the shavet going straight through. It's actually only halfway, and the other star is the one backing up. So you're seeing the continuation that you see is another star. Umarzi kemanda ovar, and it just looks like as if it went through. Shmuel Rami. Shmuel had a question, contradiction. Ksiv oise osh ksil v'chima. There's stars. There's groups of stars. Osh, ksil, v'chima. So what came first? Osh, ksil, and then chima. Now, if you want to see it in here, I printed it out. It looks nicer today than it did yesterday. I don't know. Could you guys see like the different? All the constellations here. So, anyways, Osh is all the way up over here. Ursa Minor. And then Ksil is Orion, we said, and Kima is right over in the center. All right. So, and then it says, Uchsiv, Oise, Chima, Uchsil. So it seems like Chima, this center guy, Pleiades, is that how you pronounce it?
No one knows.
What? Pleiades.
Nobody knows.
Shalom Aleichem. How are you? This is Yeshua's father-in-law. Beautiful. Well, finally. It took 2 years, but no. I know this is just a one-time thing. I get it. I hope you don't fill out that book when he comes to you with that book. Say no. He's going to come with a guest book. He says, all right. So which came first? Kima, Osh, and Ksil. So in one pasuk it says that Osh came before Kima, and then it says, Ksil comes before Kima. Then it says, I say Kimo Chsil. Kimo came first. Okay, says the Gemara Yomala Chamo Shel Ksil Lo Niskayim Oilom Mipnei Tzina Shekima. So basically, the Gemara is saying that they came at the same exact time. How do you say in a pasuk that the two stars came at the same exact time? You have to mention one before the other. So what the pasuk did is it said one pasuk one before the other pasuk the other one before the other. But to tell us that they both came at the same time. Why? Because if the world only had one of them, the world would be destroyed. They counteract each other. The heat of Ksil, the Kima is so cold, it would destroy the world. So you need the heat of Ksil. The heat would destroy the world. The extreme cold of will destroy the world, so they would counteract each other. Ugmiri. And we have in tradition, Ilav Uktzod Akrabo, the Malach Ben Dinar. So this tells us a little bit more of what we were talking yesterday. So this, what? The star is moving, star is this. Yes. So over here is Akrov. Where do you see it? It's hard to see it here. Where is it? Yeah, with the screen, it's beautiful. Before I printed it, it was very, very clear. It's right over here. So the Akrov has that stinger. By the way, there's an Akrov running around my house somewhere. We don't know where it is. Tzvika gave me an Akrov to show on the shear. I have no idea where it is. It's lost. It's running around my house somewhere. Scorpion. What? My dog ate the Akrov. Interesting. So the Akrov's stinger in the stars, it's Akrov, scorpion, and it's the same thing like in English it's called scorpion. That Akrov, Scorpio, but it's a scorpion, his stinger is in heat because scorpions they kill, we learned in Abed Zar, scorpions kill with cold. That's how they kill. So if in the stars he wouldn't be heated up, then every time a scorpion in this world would sting, in other words, the stars have an effect on us down here. If up there he wouldn't be heated up, down here he'd be so cold he'd kill anybody he touches. Ugmira, ilav ukta da akrabo, up there in the sky, the Manach ben Nahar Dinar, he wants to claim that the Nahar Dinar is the Milky Way. It's a Nahar. I don't know who told him that, but that's how he decided. Simon Wolf. Here, you can see over here much better. Here's the Akrov. You see the Akrov? This is the Akrov. If you look closely, and here's the stinger. The stinger, And here, somewhere over here, it goes Milky Way with a question mark. He believes it's in the Milky Way. Fine. And anybody got touched, bit by a scorpion, he would die in this world. His kasher ma'adano is kima, or moishcho is ksil tefateach. My kima, Omer Shmuel, kimeya koichvei, 100 stars. Amrlo de mechanfe, some say that they're gathered in, Amrlo de badron, that they're spread out. My osh, what's this osh on top of the page over here? We saw osh, Ursa minor, up top over here. Omer Rav Yudah, yoisa. My yoisa, Amrlo, zenav tale. That's the tail of tale. Where do we have it over here? Okay, spending a lot of time on these stars. Zanav tale, right over here. Va'amri lo reisha de egla, and some say, so kids are, you're right over here, you're in between tala and reisha de egla, right over here. It's this area, so we don't know if it's the tail of the tala or the head of the egel. Where does it belong to? It makes sense that Osh is the tail of the Tala. Ayish, Osh, needs to be consoled about her children. She lost some children. This whole, what is it called? A whole group of stars? Constellation. Beautiful. Constellation. Some of her stars are missing, therefore she needs to be consoled. Alma Chosra. So she's missing. It looks like something's missing from her. Why does Osh go to Kima? So Osh is up here. Kima is over here. Osh goes to Kima and says, give me my stars. Why? What happened? The Amr Lo Havli Bonai. Give me back my 2 children. How did that happen? Baruch Hu made the mabel. How did he make the mabel? Everything has to do with the stars. By removing the 2 stars from the constellation of Kima, that's how the mabel happened. With the heat and whatever happened over there with the water, that's what happened. What? Gemara Rosh Hashanah says. Okay. I told you, I don't remember the beginning of Berachos. Then he wanted to plug the valve. So he didn't use the same stars that he removed. He took 2 from Aish, he borrowed them from Aish, and he plugged the hole. So now Aish is crying, where are my kids? So why don't he just take the 2 stars that he took out and put it right back in? Says the Gemara, that we have many times, that when you remove dirt from a pit, that dirt is not going to fill the pit back up. There's always going to be something missing. It's not going to be the same amount. What? You're saying it's wider, but you're always missing. Some is on the shovel, some is here. You're not going to have the same amount of... Yeah, but in terms of the Gemara always uses it as a mashal. When you take out from a pit, you can't fill out with the same amount. You need some... We had it by David HaMelech. They came in this Masechta also. They came to David. We should make parnasa from within the Jews, and he said, you can't. You have to come. You have to do war with other nations. He said. Anyway, inami, also a prosecutor cannot be a defender. We used it to make a mabel. You can't use it to plug it up. You need something else. So should make 2 new stars. Right. That's my famous question. I like to ask this question. How much water is in the world now compared to Sheshis Mei Berachos? Did we use up more water than we had? Is more water created? How much is there? And the answer is, it's exactly the same. So, there's no, HaKadosh Baruch Hu doesn't create new things. Once it's locked out, Sheshis Mei Berachos, that's it. Omer Rav Nachman, also HaKadosh Baruch Hu lachzirin lo, but in the future, HaKadosh Baruch Hu does create new things. That's a chiddush. Shenemar va'ayish al boneo senachem. Fine. He will be menachem ayish and return the lost aveda, give her back her 2 children by creating new ones. Because lost lavai, there is chodesh tachas hashamish. It's only now that there's no chodesh tachas hashamish. Says the Gemara Bala's voice, earthquakes. My voice. So you make a special bracha on earthquake. My voice, Rav Katino Gua, earthquake. Says Gemara's story, Rav Katina Avika Hazel Barucha, Rav Katino's on the way. Kimot HaPischa Debei Oivo Tamyo, a guy that uses bones to converse with the dead. A who? Yeah, exactly. He said something about necromancer. I don't know, something like that. Gonach Gua. A who? Whatever. Oiv. We know Oiv. 3 letters. Oiv. And they discuss the spirit goes under his armpit or some sort of under his knee. Gonach Gua. There was a small earthquake. Omar. So Rav Katina wondered to himself, Miyoda Oivo Tamyo Hai Gua Mau. Is he knowledgeable enough, this guy that's not doing the right thing, he converses with the dead, does he know anything about earthquakes? Why it happened? Ramalei Kala. So the guy screams out from his shop over there, Katino, Katino. We're talking about Rav Katina. He called him Katino, Katino. Amai lo yadano. Of course I know. When HaKadosh Baruch Hu remembers. So what is an earthquake? It's actually HaKadosh Baruch Hu showing his pain. He sheds 2 tears into the great ocean. And it's his way of sighing. And Rashi says this is how he Kaviyachal relieves himself. He's like, and that gives him a little bit of a nechama. What?
There's more water than most gracious God added tears.
Ooh. Maybe that's part of the, I don't know. V'haina gua. No, it just reminds me of the, what is it called? The tsunami. See, tsunami, like, that's an earthquake underground. The water goes in, it's the other way.
Causes the tsunami.
No, the floor of the ocean opens, it grabs water, and therefore, anyway, whatever. Lo mishaneh. What? Then water comes out. Water goes down, it creates a vacuum, and then water comes up. Lo mishaneh.
Why does stress cause happiness?
It's not stress. The stress, because of the stress, he sighs. A sigh. Why do people sigh? Why do people go, That relieves them somewhat for their pain, the momentary pain. For that second, it's like a sigh. It's a sigh of relief. That's what it's called, a sigh of relief.
But earthquake causes chaos to people.
Correct, exactly. It's chaos to us, but it's his way. Because he said he made that loud noise, so to speak, it caused chaos here. I don't know if he meant it like that to cause death and destruction, but that's how it is. Look at let's go weiter. Omar of Katina, that's another way of looking at it. You see an earthquake in California, whatever, and it's HaKadosh Baruch Hu being mitzvah on Klal Yisrael. Omar of Katina, Oivo Tamyo Kadivu Umila Kadivim. Says Rav Katina, this guy's talking shtosim. Don't listen to him, he doesn't know what he's talking about. And I'll prove it to you. It should be 2 earthquakes. An aftershock. Says Gemara V'loi. In fact, that Oiv guy knew what he was talking about. Gua of it. It does have 2 earthquakes. And why did Rav Katina say that he's lying? There's going to be lines of people. This guy's a makubal. He knows what he's talking about. So he made fun of him. He said he's a shaita. But in fact, he was right. Rav Katina, the day Omar, Soifi Kapov. When HaKadosh Baruch Hu claps his hands, that causes an earthquake. Shenemar v'gam ani akek chapi al kapi v'ani choisi chamasi. This is where Rashi says that he sighs and that he kaviyachol has a nachas ruach from it. Shenemar v'ani choisi chamas. Don't worry. When I read the Gemara, I also had your question. When he kicks the sky, Shenemar heidod kedor chimyane al koyesh v'yaretz. When he kaviyachol, HaKadosh Baruch Hu doesn't have feet. It's all mishalim. But when he pushes his feet underneath his chair, that's what causes Shenam Koyam Hashem Shemaim Kisi Varis Hadom Ragloi. Va'al Hara Amim. And thunder. My Ramim Amar Shmuel. How does the thunder happen? Anani, you're all going to say what is going on here, especially you. Anani Bigal Gala. It's when clouds bump into each other. That's what causes. Now, what bracha do you make on thunder? So we typically make but that's not what the Mishnah says. It's under the category of Oisamai Berachos. So if you look in Shulchan Aruch, Brings down that you can make any bracha you want. You can make Oisem Ma'aser Berachos, and you can make Shekach Gevurah Melei Olam. And Shabrua says though that we are noyeg to say Oisem Ma'aser Berachos on lightning, and if we hear thunder after Toch K'dei Dibur. So first of all, it has to be Toch K'dei Dibur. So when you see lightning, you have to say the bracha immediately. You can't wait and open up a siddur and start saying a bracha. You have to say within Shalom Alecha Rabbi Moiri. Within those few seconds, you have to say it right away. And then if you wait a few seconds, you have a Toch K'dei Dibur, and you have thunder, then you say another bracha on the thunder, Shekach Gevurah Melei Olam. But if you said on lightning, Shekach Gevurah Melei Olam, you're yaitz also, because you could say either bracha, either or. So that explains that. You could be yaitz, what? Right. But you could say Oisem Ma'aser Berachos. Yeah. And you could be yaitz both of them together. If they both happen together, you could say one bracha for both. Zog the Gemara. No, if they happen together, if you hear it and see it together, then you can say make one bracha and be yaitz both. But if they happen after each other, not Toch K'dei Dibur, let's say 5-second break, so you make two brachas on both of them, and you try to make different bracha. You say Oisem Ma'aser Berachos on lightning, which usually happens first, and Shekach Gevurah Melei Olam on the thunder. What? Either or. But you could say Oisem Ma'aser Berachos on both of them. All right, Shenemar. Kol Ramcho Bal Galgal. Rabbi Isai, first of all, who's our guest here today? We have guests here, no? Nobody? I mean, besides... Okay. Just a reminder, tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, Rav Gav. If your wife hasn't RSVP'd, please do. Okay, don't RSVP because he's going around. Do both. Sunday night in Beis Tefillah, a beautiful siyum. It's going to be a beautiful event. It's going to be a chizuk for us to continue into Masechta Shabbos. Don't forget, Berachos is almost over and Shabbos, so everybody has to commit to continue Shabbos and Erev. And once we do those two Masechtas, it's smooth sailing through Shas. Then we have all Psachim, Rosh Hashanah, Sukkah, all the Geshmaka stuff. Baba Kama, Baba Basra, all the stuff you hated in yeshiva. Zog the Gemara. Yeah. We're starting, Sunday starts Masechta Shabbos. It's going to be amazing. If you look in the beginning of Masechta Shabbos, the dapim are this small. It's only like we don't know what to do with all the extra time. Zog the Gemara. Heiru Barakim Tevel. Rogzav Atira Sha'aretz. V'Rabbanan Amri, how is thunder caused? Anoni the Shafcha Ma'ila Dodi, it's the clouds pouring water from one another. So, is this a metaphor? Is this a mashal? Is this exact? Is it science? Not. Shenemar lekoil titoi hamoy mayim vashomayim. Rav Acha bar Yaakov Amar. And this Gemara likes the most. Barkat Kifa, the Barg Ba'anona. There's a bolt of lightning that hits the cloud. Umetaber Gzizi the bars and it breaks the hail up. You see it. First you see the lightning, then you hear the big noise hitting the hail, and then poof, it starts raining. Bashi Omar. These are hollow clouds. And there's a wind, and it blows on its mouth, on the top of it. It's like wind on top of a barrel. It makes a lot of sense. The Barak Barku Menahame Anoni Vasim Mitra. The lightning comes, breaks up the clouds, and then comes the rain. What are these winds? Tremendous winds. So if there are very, very strong winds, like tornadoes, like hurricanes, that sort of stuff, you have to make a bracha. We have a Kabbalah that you don't have these hurricanes at night, because people are not going to be able to defend themselves from it. They're going to be in their sleep. But at the end of the day, we see that they do come through. They started in the daytime, so they continue on in the night. You can't have these strong winds for more than 2 hours. But we see that they last for more than 2 hours. There's a break. You don't have that they go 2 hours straight. My Barakim or my Rava Barka. So lightning, you make Shekoichoi Gvrosim Alaylam. Omarava, Barka Yichida, Omarava Barka. In other words, because the Mishnah says Barakim, plural. So Rava says you can make a bracha even on a single bolt of lightning. Omarava Barka Yichida, if it's a single bolt of lightning. Ubarka Chivara, if it's white. Ubarka Yirukta, if it's yellow. Va'anone, the Salkom Bekerim Maravis, a cloud that rises up from the Mairav. Va'asim Bekerim Droimus, and comes around and comes over from the north. V'tarde Anon Salkom Chadalapi Chaverta, if it looks like, I guess, if you have like different elevations, different winds, I don't know, I've never seen it really, but clouds that look like they're going opposite directions, Kulo Kashan, they're very bad. L'mainaf Kimina, what's the difference? L'mivi Rachmi, when you see a yellow bolt of lightning, you should daven. That's at night. During the daytime, it doesn't mean anything. These clouds in the morning don't mean anything. People say, it's a question. People say, in the morning, Bar Chamra, you tell the donkey rider, Much sakyoch ugni, go to sleep. You have nothing to work for. In other words, there's so much rain in the morning. Why are you telling me that the rain in the morning is nothing? The rain in the morning causes so much crap that the donkey guy, the guy that brings wheat from place to place, he has nothing. He should go to sleep. It's not worthwhile to sell his stuff because the price is going to drop so much. So you see that the rain in the morning is great, like kasha. When they're very thick clouds, then it's really good. If it's thin clouds, then it's nothing. Why was thunder created? To straighten out the crookedness that people have in their heart. It's to scare people. That they should do tshuva. If a person sees a rainbow, he should fall down on his feet. He should bow to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And it says at the end of the pasuk, I saw the rainbow, and I fell on my face. It says they cursed those people that did it in Eretz Yisrael. It looks like you're bowing to the rainbow. You certainly should make a bracha on a rainbow. Baruch Zoichar Bris. HaKadosh Baruch Hu remembers the bris that he made with Klal Yisrael, with the world, that he's not going to destroy the world. He's not going to put another mabel. When it starts raining, you get all nervous. Maybe it's another mabel. So he sends out a rainbow. Don't worry about it. I remember my bris. That's what you say. What do you mean? You looked at this Gemara beforehand? You said the bracha. He's keeping his word. He's not destroying us. Huh? Why bimamori? I hear. Maybe we exist. We exist in his word because of his word that he said he's not gonna destroy us. Maybe. Now don't forget the Mishnah had a whole long list. We just went through some of them. Earthquakes, thunder, lightning, winds. And it says in the Mishnah, on mountains, on hills. On these things you say, on thunder and lightning you say, but what's the difference? You have lightning all the way from Sheshis Mei Berachos. So you should say on that as well. You're right. The Reish and the Sefer go together. And it comes out according to Rashi, not according to the Sifta, according to Rashi, that you make two brachas. You have to make Oisamais Berachos and Kochik Brosim Aleil. Rav Amar, Hasam Mevarach Tarti. So Tosfos says on Rava that Tarti, when Rava says both, he means either or. Doesn't mean both. either Koichu Gevurasim Elolam or Oisem Ma'aseh Berachos. However, in other words, the beginning of the Mishnah, when it comes to lightning, to lightning and thunder and all that stuff, you can say any one you want. Lightning is all over the world. And Oisem Ma'aseh Berachos, it was there on the first day of creation. But when it comes to a mountain, Mount Everest is from the time of creation, but it's not Mali Olam. It's only over there. So Memela, I only say one bracha on a mountain. Exactly how it works with lightning, I guess lightning could be anywhere. This particular lightning is only over here, but lightning exists everywhere. If you see a clear sky, Oimer Baruch Oisem Ma'aseh Berachos. When does that happen? When it rains all night long. There's a northern wind. And that reveals the sky. No, it doesn't exist anymore. This clear sky. Daf Nun Tes Amud Beis. Is this why you came to visit us? Because of this Gemara? No. Okay. This is interesting stuff, Rabbi Isai. We'll make it very, very simple. We're talking about the Kufas Hashana. Tkufas Birkas Hachama. We know that Birkas Hachama occurs every 28 years. Why? So, very, very simple. The year exists of 365 days and a quarter day. There are 4 seasons, right? There's winter, summer, fall, spring and fall. So each season must equal 91 days and 7.5 hours. Okay. The world, according to the Man Omar, according to this Man Omar, the world was created on Wednesday. In other words, Tuesday evening, going into Wednesday. Let's say 6 o'clock. It has to be 6 o'clock. 91 days, 91, okay, the world was created on Wednesday, Tuesday evening. What? We're not holding that sugya. We're talking about the Man Omar that says, this Shiloh when the world was created. It was created on Wednesday, according to the Man Omar. What? The sun. The sun was, sorry, the sun. Yeah, not the world. Sorry, the sun. That's what I meant. The sun was created on Wednesday. Yes. The sun, we're going to see not only the sun, Saturn as well. Fine, we're going to get there in a second. So the sun was created on Wednesday. Nachal. Sun was created on Wednesday. One tkufa lasts for 91 days and 7.5 hours to get to the next season. In other words, 7.5 hours later in the day than the first one. So it was 6 o'clock was when the sun was created. 7.5 hours later and a day later, that's when the next kufa comes in. In other words, in order to get to 6 o'clock at night, forget about Wednesday now, to get that the sun is going to be on when the beginning of the kufa of Nisan. So the world was created in Nisan. The sun was created at 6 o'clock at night on Wednesday, Tuesday night. In order to get to 6 o'clock at night, to get to that matzav, where the tkufa, with tkufas Nisan, the 4 seasons, falls out of 6 o'clock, because it's always going to happen at 6 o'clock and 12 o'clock throughout the thing. So to get to 6 o'clock, you have to go through 4 years. However, since a tkufa is 1 day, to do the 7.5 hours times 4 is 30. To get there, you need 4 tkufas. But to get to the actual, what am I trying to say here? Yeah. So because it's also a day, it's 91 days. So it pushes off the day. You'll never get to Wednesday. To get to a Wednesday, 6 o'clock, that takes 28 years. So to get to 6 o'clock, I could get to in 4 years. That's called what? days in a week. Yes. It's called Machzor Katan. To get to 6 o'clock only takes 4 years. Every 4 years, the sun is going to end up in the sky at 6 o'clock. That's where it starts. But it's going to be on Thursday at 6 o'clock. On Friday, to get to where the sun lines up on Wednesday at 6 o'clock, sometimes it will be Wednesday, but at 12 o'clock. To get to where it's at Wednesday evening, exactly at 6 o'clock, that takes 28 years. What? Tuesday evening. Here, just look over here.
4 quarters and 7 days is 4 times 7. 4 times 7.
Now there's another thing. No, it just happened there. He's right. Tkuvas Nisan. But I don't know exactly when it falls. Does it fall out exactly? It doesn't fall out exactly on Erev Pesach. Tkuvas Nisan. We're talking about Tkuvas Nisan happened. Now, just as a side point, it's not a side point, it's brought down in the Gemara. This is called... What happened? Okay. There's called Shiva Koich Veleches. These are the 7 visible planets that we're familiar with. There are others. These 3 over here, Pluto, Neptune, and Uranus, are not included because they're not visible with the naked eye. So these 7 also orbit and the sun, and each one, it's not a physical thing, as they explain. It's more of a ruchnistic thing that each one rules an hour, 1 hour. Saturn was born at 6 o'clock Tuesday night, Wednesday. So Saturn, because there's 7 of them, so they rule every 24 times in 7 days. Because 7 times 24, 24 times 7. It's just like we have 24 hours times 7, so 7 times 24. Anyways, it's the 7 planets. Each one rules for 1 hour. Every 7 hours they rotate. So Memela 7. So therefore, Saturn rules at 6 o'clock on Wednesday as well, Wednesday night. So in order for you to say this bracha of Birkas Achama, it's 28 years. You have to make sure though that Saturn is ruling at that time. That's the time that it's 6 o'clock in the evening when Saturn rules, because that's just a constant. Every 7 hours, that's going to happen. What? What are the 7 planets? Madim, which is Mars. Tzedek, which is Jupiter. Levan is the moon. Koichav is Mercury. Noiga is Venus. Shapsoi is Saturn. So we're talking about Saturn. Shapsoi.
Friday night is Mars. That's why the people don't make it 6 and 7.
Aha. Oh, no, that's because of Shadim, I think. I don't know. All right, let's see inside. Tana Rabbanon. Haraya Chama b'tkufasa. If you see the sun where it started out at Brias Ha'olam, the exact same spot. Now, the Mishnah Berurah brings down that our minhag is only to make a bracha on this one thing, on the sun. Levana b'gvurasa, and the moon, when it was created. V'kechavim m'silaisam, u'ma'azalois kisidram, and the zodiacs in the Seder. Omer baruch oise ma'aseh bereshis. I guess we have a whole tefillah that was said. Some Sefer brings down a whole different thing, but that's the idea. The idea is oise ma'aseh bereshis. That's HaKadosh Baruch Hu created the world. That's where the sun was. It's once every 28 years. When is it going to happen again? 2030 something. What? 37? It happened 10 years ago? It was already 10 years. Wow. All right. Be'emes Havi.
We did it in the morning though.
Yeah. No. We do it in the morning. We don't do it at night because then we get all the people, all the places at the same time. We don't do it at that evening, even though it's supposed to be at the evening. Yeah. Good point. Omar Abai Kol Be'emes Havi. When is it? Omar Abai Kol Eser V'Tamishnin, every 28 years. V'hoda Machzor V'Noflot Kufas Nisan B'Shapsoi in Saturn. Be'urta Ditlas, the evening of Tuesday, Nagi Arba, Erev Wednesday. In other words, Tuesday evening, when Shapsoi rules, at 6 o'clock, or whatever it is, that is when it is every 28 years. Rabbi Yehuda Omer. Okay, so that's it for that. Haroye Hayam. There's a lot. Where are the books? Dr. Shamroth, he was going to give out some books. Whoever is interested in reading, there's about 14 copies available. He said, fine. You want one. Review the Oimer Roy Yam. Yes. I don't know if he could, whatever. Leprokim ad kama. What does it mean? When you see the ocean, how often do you make the bracha? Only every 30 days. It can't be less than 30 days. So it goes like this. We said in the Mishnah that you make a bracha on a river, but it's not that important, Yeshua. It's not that important to make a whole. To see, when you see a river, you make a bracha. But which river? It has to be one of the 4 rivers that were mentioned in the Torah, that I mentioned in the Torah. So if you see Paras, you make a bracha. Now, what if there's human intervention? If they diverted the river, there's 4 rivers. Diverted the river, so you cannot make a bracha any longer, because that's not Maisa Berachos, that's not what HaKadosh Baruch Hu created in the beginning of the world. Haraya Prasa Gishra the Bavel Oimer Baruch Oisa Maisa Berachos. So if you're standing on the bridge and you're looking upstream, that's all from Maisa Berachos. Va'idna, we're talking about us, people in Bavel. The Shanui Parsai, that the Parsiim, they changed the direction of, or they diverted the river. So the only place you can make the bracha is from Shaber and upstream. Because downstream is already human intervention, it's no good. It has to be from Mi'i the Kira. If you see Diglas, and you're standing on the bridge, Shavistana, then you say Oisa Maisa Berachos. Mai Chidekel, the river Chidekel, Amar Ravashi, Shemeimov, Chadim Vekalim. There are lighter waters. Rashi learns it literally. I don't understand it. Literally that they weigh less. Others learn it that they are easier on the body. They're lighter. They don't have sediment. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we got to move. My bros, Shemaim of Parim V'Rovim. V'Amar Rava. Why are the people from Mechayza so sharp? Mishum the Shasu Mai the Diglas, because they drink this water. Why are they so red? Mishum the Misham should be in Mama. Why are their eyes wandering? Because they live in dark houses. We have to understand what it means. You make on rain what bracha? Remember, it's a certain shear of rain enough that one drop jumps towards the other one. In other words, there's a little pool. You don't make hatoiv, you make this bracha. We thank you, Hashem. Akol tiba v'tiba. Sheirad dolonu. V'yoichem esayim ba'achi. This you could sing. Ilu filu molei shira kayam. Eina anachnu maspikim lehoidois. Okay, weiter. Lehoidois l'cha Hashem elikeinu. We got to go because we only have 2 minutes. Atishtachave. In other words, you say the whole Baruch Nafshi, a tremendous amount of psukim. And then you say, Baruch Atah Hashem, Roi V'Adois. Most of the blessings. Roi V'Adois, like Kol Adois. Omarava, Ema, Hokel Adois. And Taisus points out, that's what we say in Yishtabach, this kind of Lashon. Hokel Adois. I didn't have place. Omar Papa Ilkoch Nimrim Tarbayu. You should say, Roi V'Adois, Hokel Adois. Velo Kashya, we have a Kashya, that do you say Hatoiv HaMeitiv, or do you say Kol Tipa V'Tipa, a whole long bracha? Loi Kashya. Hadeshama Mishma. If you just hear from somebody, you heard on the news that it rained, then you make hatoiv ha'meitiv. If you see with your own eyes, you say akol tipa v'tipa. Says the Gemara, the Shama Mishma hainu b'saris toivos. So why does the Mishnah have to talk about it? That should be included in the whole category of b'saris toivos. Good news. Usna ana b'saris toivos. Omer baruch hatoiv ha'meitiv. Ella, we must say there's a special bracha for Geshem. Idi v'idi dechazi mirzi. No, both of them you saw with your own eyes. V'lei kashi. Ha da'asa purta. Ha da'asa tuva. If a lot of it came, you say Hatoiv HaMeitiv. V'boy say Mahava the Asa Tuva V'lei Kashya. Ha the Islay Ara. If you have your own field, you say Hatoiv HaMeitiv. Ha the Leslay Ara. If you don't have your own field, you say Kol Tipa V'Tipa. Islay Ara Hatoiv HaMeitiv Mevarech. Votnan Bona bayis chadash v'kana kelim chadashim. You built a house. Omer shechiyanu v'giyanu lazman hazeh. So on rain also, you should say shechiyanu. It's your field, your thing. Shaloi v'shel acherim. If you have a partnership, omer ateva meitiv. So if you have a partnership, you say ateva meitiv. If you own it by yourself, a house, you say shechiyanu. So if you own this field by yourself, you should say shechiyanu. Like hasho, this is shutvus. Hod let's say shutvus. Says the Gemara, anything that you have a partnership. In other words, if you enjoy, if you benefit with other people, even if it's your own field, but your neighbors, all the other farmers are also benefiting from this rain, so then you say hatoiv hametiv. If it's only for you, your own private, selfish thing, then you say shechiyanu. Vatanya ksar shedover. If you want to know the halacha bekitzer, al shalom you oimer bach sheyanim kiyimanu. Your own private thing, you say shechiyanu. Al shalom b'shal chaveiroi oimer bach hatoiv hametiv. V'chol heicha the lesa achrinu b'adei lemevach hatoiv hametiv. Vatanya omerloi. So what bracha should a person make? Is he selfish? Is it his own simcha when he hears that he had a boy? Or is it a communal simcha? It's his own selfish thing. So what bracha should he make? A shechiyanu. So why does he make hatoiv ha'meitiv? Oy me'barach hatoiv ha'meitiv. Hasanami, you forgot about the wife. She's also happy. She wants a zachar. Now if you look in the art scroll, it's funny, I was laughing when I read it. He's so nervous about being politically correct that he goes, the whole girls are also great, and we say shechiyanu on them. Don't worry about it. Whole drasha. Tashma mei savev u'yarshay batchila oimer baruch dayna emes. So should we stop over here? No, it's the middle of a sugya. Mei savev u'yarshay batchila oimer dayna emes. A person has a loss. He says dayna emes. But it's not a communal simcha. The brothers are also happy. Toshma shinu yain ein tzorch levarech. Shinu mokim tzorch levarech. If you change wine in the middle of the meal, you don't have to make a bracha. You change a place, then you have to make a new bracha on wine. You don't make a new bracha priyagofen. You make the bracha hatoiv ha'meitiv. One of the conditions in hatoiv ha'meitiv, and a guy that wrote a book about hatoiv ha'meitiv on wine came to my house. Rav Travis and Rav Nachman Seltzer was there. One of the 6 conditions I think there are is that it has to be with other people, and the wine has to be hidden. V'chulu, we'll go into a different time. Have a wonderful day.